Hello everyone, it's a small request here with another computer video. First of all, sorry if the sound crackles a bit, it's just because of the screen capturing program I'm using. But today I wanted to show you a little bit that what we do in musicology. Sometimes people ask that what it entails, and like many fields, it's not too easy to explain because there's just so many things that you can do. So right now I wanted to show you this program that is fairly new to me, but it's used on a wide array of studies. It can create all kind of graphs and give you info, and you just give commands to the program. And inside this Matlab I'm using a music program called Mirtoolbox, and what it does is it can analyze your tracks and give you all kind of cool information that is practically impossible to do by hand, or at least it will take a much longer time to do. So without further ado, I could show you now a couple of the basic things that this program does. So like I said, I give commands to the program and it gives me the answers. So if I create a command called help Mirtoolbox and hit enter, it will give me all the things that I can do with this program Mirtoolbox. It's everything from pitch to tonality and different kind of music analysis, even entropy, and some of these are very hard for computers, so I'm trying to avoid maybe the biggest tasks, because I think my computer would crash. It has happened already once today, so let's not do that. But first I would like to give a command that A equals mir audio and a name of my song, for example Valediction. So now it's calculating my song and giving it a hotkey. So now when I use A in my code, it automatically uses my song. And here it creates a waveform for me, which is pretty handy. It doesn't look too fancy, but it's very informative. I can zoom in and zoom out and stuff. And I can also play the song with the command mir play A. I think that's enough of the song. And then if I want to maybe know that what key to my song is, the key tone, I could put a command key, mir key, and then A. Now it's computing, and it shows me that the key related to my file Valediction is A sharp minor. I can't count that being right for now, but I trust the program. So what else do I want to find out? There's a lot of things that I can do. But first we could open it in another player. Oh, sorry. Oh, what am I doing with my commands here? Okay, this is nice. I'm learning at the same time. So player, and then maybe I need to put these on. Okay. Well, let me check. That's what's the actual code. This is the second time I'm using the program, so I'm still learning. So will this work? Okay, so it was simpler. So now it's computing the audio and giving me a player with a waveform, and I can select the features that I've used. So here it is, the simple waveform, and on the left bottom corner you can see the audio waveform, and I can play it here as well and stop it. I think for the sake of this video I would like to use a smaller sound sample, because this will take a longer time to analyze for the computer. So let's try one of the demo tracks. I think there was one called just guitar. Alright, so it's a small 6-second sound sample, and here you can see the waveform for the guitar. And next I kinda want to I think I'd like to remove this silence from the beginning. So I could use a command a equals more audio, and then name of the song, and then the command trim. Now it ended the song, and also removed a tiny bit from the beginning. And then we could let's look at the spectrum of this. So now the A is the guitar track, and I can make a command sp equals mer spectrum, and then A, and it shows the spectrum of this sample on frequencies, and it's on the 0 to 10,000 hertz. And I think I'd like to make it more comprehensible, maybe by narrowing it for human ear and using the scents that are the basic building blocks of tones and tonal qualities. One semitone is comprised of 100 cents coming from France, where it means 100. So let's take the command that I used and maybe put cents to the end. Okay, so now it's showing 1200 cents or MIDI cents here, and I can make it even more better, I think, by using a command collapsed. Alright, so now it looks better. So there is a big magnitude on the 200 hertz or cents, I mean. and also all the peaks usually come from the overtones and the most used tones in the songs. Should we try a little spectrogram? Let's see if I can see anything in this example. So yes, let's look. I think it's mirror spectrum. Okay, here, and then a frame. Let's put 0.1 and 0.1, and let's see how it looks. Okay, what did I do wrong? There's one dot too many. So here we have a little spectrum, and you can see how the spectrum. Oh, well, this explains a lot. It's not a spectrum but a spectrum. I used the wrong command. There's so many commands in the program. But that gives me some information. To what? I don't know exactly. Please excuse my ignorance. So let's try it again. And this time I'm going to write it so I get it right. So SP equals mer spectrum, and then a frame .1 and then 0.1. So here we have the frequencies on the left side, and then the sound axis, time axis on the horizontal line. So in the left we have the beginning of the song, and we can see that it's using all these highlighted places on the frequency spectrum, and then the time passing by. So you can see where the chords change and the tones change and where it is quiet. So it can give all kind of handy information for people to whatever they're studying. This program has been used in, for example, it can kind of like analyze the tracks for you in a big chunk. You can analyze like 1,000 songs at the same time, and it will give you information for like the genres and the keys of the songs, and basically the sky is the limit, or the code is the limit in this case. So what else could I show you? I could maybe show you a command called flux. And this one uses the spectrum also. Let's take the this is an old one. Spectrum, and then the song, guitar, then frame, and then close parentheses, and then flux. This is my first time doing kind of like coding, so it's still all new to me, but I think it's pretty intuitive and I'm getting a hang of the program. And then give it a set of S. Alright. So here we can see the spectral fluctuation of the sound. the temporal location, meaning the seconds, and then the coefficient value in the left. And we can also use the same command, but instead of Mirflux, use the Mir player. Let's see if this works right off the bat. Well, not. Okay, so I need okay. Maybe it's like this. Guitar flux equals Mirflux. And then we put the guitar, and then we put frame, close parentheses, and then Mir player guitar dot flux. So now this Mir player that I already showed can show us also the spectral fluctuation here at the same time as we play the track. And for example, one other thing that we can look on is the brightness of this sound. So we can give a command that b equals Mir brightness, and then put the name of the song, oh, that wasn't enough code. Well, let's continue it. Then ragtime, not so ragtime, that's the name of the song in the example. I'm trying to use something different. So guitar dot brightness equals Mir brightness guitar frame Mir player ragtime brightness. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's still put the ragtime there. Okay, so let's put guitar instead of ragtime and see what we get. So now the Mir player opens up again and it shows us the brightness of the song. So the coefficient value goes from 0 to 0.8 here, and 0.8 being the peak brightness, and basically on 0.5 we can say that the song is more bright than it's dark in the tonal qualities. So this song is more on the lower side of the spectrum. Then we could, for example, look into the maybe like it's called the centroid of the sound frequency of this sound sample. So we put C equals Mir centroid guitar Again with the ragtime. Guitar. Centroid equals centroid guitar frame and then open up the Mir player again. Put guitar dot centroid to the mix. I'm sorry for my stomach. I haven't eaten anything yet. So now we can open up the Spectral centroid. I don't know why it's showing no sound data in the bottom left corner. But here it shows the frequencies in the left, so it's mostly at the beginning on the 2000 hertz, I believe, and then goes a bit lower and then comes up again. Now let's see the tonal, or more like pitch of the songs. So we can put P equals Mir pitch and then the name of the song, a frame again, and Mir player. Now it's computing the pitch of the song. Takes a bit of time. And now it shows it here with the dots. So in hertz you can see it starts on the 200 hertz and 300. Around 400 hertz it means that the chord is A, or the tone is A, because the basic A major chord starts from the 400 hertz. And then we can see some overtones and the major tones here. So what else could I show you? Let's try this one called microgram. So what we have here is the chromagram. Chroma meaning the tones. So we can hear that there's a G and then C and then there's F, but there's mostly A sharp in the track. So what I think this means is that the key of the tune is in A sharp most of the time, because it's the mostly used chord or tone. I'm not so familiar with all the English terms, I'm mostly using the Finnish ones. But as you can see a lot of different stuff with this program, and it's very handy for all kind of analysis and studies, not just for music but everything you can want. It's kind of like SPSS if you are more familiar with the kind of like a statistical side of coding. Let's try the mirror key again. If it shows the same one that I was thinking that it's maybe in A sharp. It's showing the A sharp here in the top and A sharp major, and then there's G sharp minor and then G. And it's pretty cool what it can do for simple sound clips, all kind of analysis you can do. You can, for example, analyze the basic trends of popular music, put thousands of Billboard hits and see the mostly used chords, chord progressions, rhythms, tempo, length, like the duration, and it's just the matter of for the analyst to figure out what he or she wants to find out. But I think that's about it, because my stomach is crumbling like no other, so I'm off to eat, and I hope you found this interesting and hopefully relaxing as well. Wow, can you hear that? Can you hear the thunder? Well, what I was going to say, just about the keyboard sounds, that I'm in love with the keyboard, and it makes me tingle all the time when I hear someone use keyboard, so I kind of want to start using this program and just record it, and me kind of like doing the code and writing down and just listen to it myself as well. But I hope you liked it, and have a nice day or night, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.